a $250 investment into over $1 million. That in less than 5 days. Over the last 5 days, we have seen multiple millionaires created in the cryptocurrency market off of very small investments. This, as we are also, at this current point in time, on the very edge of the next stage of crypto, which is of course going to involve AI. And I'm not just talking about the random coins you see all the time now with AI in the name. There are many coins that will say AI in the name or in something along the lines of that, along their blockchain plan and their plan of action, but that's not the projects that are going to make you rich. Those are not them. What will actually make you successful in the cryptocurrency world over the coming months and years is finding projects, and I'll do my best to help you with this, that not just use AI to try to get publicity, but that actually integrate AI into their very core. We are talking about projects that have AI search engines associated with them. AI exchanges are going to be a big thing in cryptocurrency, where AI is actually running the exchange and is able to be significantly more efficient and therefore allow significantly lower fees, and also have a much better overall outlook for the future because you don't have to worry about humans making mistakes like Sam Bankman-Fried. The coin associated with the first AI run exchange will make multiple mega millionaires off of very small investments, and I'm on the lookout for that every single day. If you would like to hear it immediately when that project does launch, when it happens in the early days, not after everyone else already hears about it, then make sure to subscribe with the notifications on. I'm very connected in the crypto space, and I will do my best to keep you updated on that no matter what it takes, because I'm going to continue reaching out to people, talking to people, and find out exactly when this is going to happen. The same way I'm able to tell you right now that that's the next big thing, I'm also going to tell you right now, subscribe with the notifications on to stay updated on that. As we did see, the most recent crypto pick, Dr. PEPE, has been doing really well, up to a pretty large market cap from launch, and this is just beautiful timing. Take a look. PEPE coin enters market's top 100 cryptocurrencies, soaring 111% overnight. Getting to the top 100 of crypto is extremely, extremely difficult to do, and you can see this is the project. PEPE token, pumping that much, was able to create millionaires from investments as little as a few $100. That right there is insane. In a few days, your grandpa would be spinning in his chair if he heard about this. It took him his entire life to turn 50,000 into $1 million. And now we have all these youngsters that are turning $250 into $1 million in a few days. It just doesn't seem right, does it? Unless it's us doing it, which we have sometimes. And that's when it's fun. That's when it's fun. The bet that ballooned into a multi-million dollars as PEPE pumped roughly 40,000% in 4 days. The wallet continues to hold 3.9 trillion coins worth just over 5.3 million. So now continuing to print millions and millions and millions. And Dogecoin is the coin that started all of this. Without Dogecoin, we would not see any of this happening. We would not see all of the beautifulness that is coming along. And Dogecoin, of course, will get its respect. It will get its time in the sun, as it already has gotten once, but it will be significantly bigger this next time, not just as a result of course, it being overdue and Dogecoin deserving that for all that it's done for the cryptocurrency space, but also because it actually is legitimately one of the top contenders to be the cryptocurrency of Earth, if not the top contender, because Bitcoin has an axiomatic flaw of at some point it no longer being worth it to mine hardly at all, which will mean all the miners, besides a few, shut down. And then, when that does happen, it will lead to a potential catastrophe. Now, fortunately, that's outside of our lifetime window when that's going to happen for BTC, most likely. It could be sooner, though. I mean, we're not saying that 100%. Regardless, we do know at some point Dogecoin will need to take over Bitcoin. It has to. It's the only inevitable path. The most ironic outcome is the most likely, and that, of course, is the most ironic outcome. Elon Musk is very right about that in more ways than just one, as we can also take a look here. I mean, just a beautiful chart. Since April 18th, absolute massive spikeage, and it's always fun to see the biggest spikes as First Republic is down. First Republic Bank, look at this, down to $3.51. I mean, that's insane. We were talking about a project that has fallen so much that even the people who hate cryptocurrency most have to now admit their cryptocurrency is looking a hell of a lot safer than investing in some stocks, especially. It went from $100 in 2019, saw a nice spike to $218 approximately at the top, which equals a market cap that is more than 50 times what it is now. at only 653 million, which is still a very large amount of money. But when you consider the absolute fall it has suffered and the fact that it's even down more now, it just really looks bad. It was even as low as $1.84 for a very brief period on Friday before having some of a bounce. But that could very well entirely deflate itself too. Absolutely possible. If you want to come in and press like, you're certainly welcome to do that. If you want to show some appreciation for the meme coin community, give it a like down there. That's insane. Up 1,100% today. Heck of an awesome thing. GD Culture Group. I have not heard of that. Let me actually look that up right now. Apparently it's up a lot today. GD Culture Group. Is it a cryptocurrency? Is it a stock? Is it a scam? That's probably the most likely. It's probably more likely to be a scam than anything else, but it could be either of those or two. We don't know. It's a stock. Interesting. Why is it up 700% today? Wow. Shares of GD Culture up massively. And this is a stock that rallies with small cap Chinese names, appears to be driven by surge in demand. Nearly 5 million shares have been traded relative to average day volume of around 50,000. Wow. One of today's biggest movers, microcap company, GD Culture Group, and they seem to have pretty deep ties to China. 100x uptick in trading volume will undoubtedly produce a substantial move. And as we've seen with other Chinese small cap stocks as of late, these moves can be directly driven primarily by a combination of small market capitalization and a low float. I've reported on several similar cases. Accordingly, it should be little surprise that these speculative moves are continuing. Let's dive in for what could be behind this move. Each of the 2021 reverberating throughout the market. Interesting. Echoes of it are, they said, this rally of GD Culture Group continues and appears to have the same sort of fundamentals as we've seen with other stocks in the past. And they're giving an example here of Mango Lectuals, whatever that is, $3. Massive spike for that from around $1. And I have to wonder, should we be invested in Chinese stocks? I mean, it goes against everything that I would want to do. I don't want to be investing in Chinese stocks. I would much rather invest in US stocks. And you do have to wonder here too, with this one that they're referring to in the past, with that really long, hard to pronounce name of Mango Cutuals, Mango Cuticals, whatever that is. It appears to have going in about an exact curve. So it went from 94 cents to $3, then down to $1, which means almost all of it has been erased besides a 7-cent increase, suggesting that these are being pumped by large groups that then capitalize on it. And China's significantly worse for that than the United States is, because the government is often involved, and who's going to stop the government from doing that? Nobody. If the government wants to do it, they can. Government officials are allowed to do this, and they make a lot of money from it because no one can stop them. And they have a lot of money to invest. It's an absolutely massive country with a lot of products that are coming out and in every single day. And so as a result, if you do see a spike with any of these stocks, do not buy at the top by any means, or even after a big spike, do not buy. Wait. And on the right coins, and I think we really should call them coins in this case, because there's no way that's based off of its actual metrics that's going that high. It's basically a coin. You're basically investing in crypto here. That's what you're doing. You're investing in crypto that has a use case, and that's not a bad thing, but you have to be extra careful with these because it's clear that they're planning to dump when they do this. These are manipulated stocks that would be completely illegal in the United States. And the only way to actually capitalize on this is to try to figure out what may be manipulated next. It's kind of weird to think about this in regards to stocks, since in the US, it's essentially illegal in every single capacity to do anything remotely like this. And perhaps there's some amount of justification that maybe this was actually a legitimate spike, at least to some degree, but that is only all the more of a reason for you to look for stocks in China that see a little bit of a bump and consider buying those. We'll have to look into that. You know, I'll make a video on this and I'll get to the bottom of it. It's the first time I'm hearing about it from a comment here in the comment section. And so my opinions on it are a little bit raw. I need to do some more research and figure out if this is actually something our community should look at more seriously, and if we should actually be investing in some of these projects, because maybe we should. It could actually be a good idea. I'm open to it. Dude, what do you know about Caspa, says Thong Swan. Dr. Pepe is the next moonshot as well, says Shane. It is indeed, if we want to go ahead and be optimistic there. Moonshot, MoonPot is also a rhyme that I happen to like a lot. MoonPot, at this current point in time, we have a close to a guarantee that it will be on CMC soon from one of the devs that is in our community. And he's working extremely hard right now to make sure that happens. He basically said, yep, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And of course, CMC changing the requirements regularly, weird volume stuff. They've gotten much stricter about it than they were in the past. And so it's a little bit more of a weird process now, but it is all but guaranteed based on our dev's quote, which is obviously very, very, very good to hear, because that will be a nice way to get more publicity for it, as it is a really fun coin to trade and participate in, because you can win jackpots every single time you invest 0.1 BNB or more. And if you hold a bunch of it, then you can easily and automatically win jackpots just by holding, which there's no coin like that anywhere else in crypto. And so it's very, very, very cool to see. And there's no coin anywhere close to MoonPot. There's a couple that have the same mechanisms, but there's no coin that has the same exact way of distributing and the same exact way of running. Dr. Pepe is going to become a real world soda brand. Nice. There we go. I like the way you think, Randy. Dr. Pepe, real world soda brand. Do you have inside knowledge there, Randy? What do you have? What do you have for us? Are you sure about that? That'd be awesome. Dr. Pepe doing very well since we picked it as a crypto pick. A lot of people up massively right now. A lot of profits already taken. And that's exactly what we want to see. We want to see big wins every single time these coins launch. Anyway, I'm Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I'll see you in the next video.